Hey everybody, this video is really going to serve as a bit of an evaluation of the new Fisher coil. It's a 12-inch coil. It's a double D coil. It is lighter weight than the stock coil for the Fisher F75, and I believe they also make this coil the same kind for the Technetics detectors. But you know, it's just lighter than the stock coil and it's deeper than the stock coil, so that's a great combo. And I took this out and did some hunting with it at a site that I've just absolutely pounded to death, and I did get targets, so I was pretty pleased with that. And keep in mind that unlike many sites, I do grid things here, so anything in Louisiana that I've been on has been gridded, so you know, that basically means that I've been over it many times in about every direction. So when I find a target in a spot that I've been, I definitely take note. So I think that this coil is really good and really excels in places where there's not a lot of high iron volume. I think that it's going to get your depth in places where, you know, you're going to dig every single little peep, and you want all that depth, and you don't really care about have to worry about getting iron and a good target, a non-ferrous target, under the same coil sweep, just like any big coil. But again, I was super impressed with this. I have a little tip that I wanted to share with you all before we get started today, and that tip is about putting stuff in your displays, or in your keeping things associated with the sites that they're from. I think this is super important because I see a lot of people that have these big photos of, you know, 100 buttons and so forth, and you know, they make big stacks of things that are alike. Well, I may be doing that for a book that I'm writing, but I'm gonna put all of those pieces back in the display cases that they came from and the sites that they came from, just so I can piece back together relics that came from one site. And I think that's super important, to be able to find the missing pieces for the relics that you dig. You know, we think our memories are going to be good, but after 30 something years, I can't tell you some of the early sites that I was on, exactly where they were, what was found. So I'm really glad that I organized things this way. And I'm going to give you one example right now of a reason why that's important. Hey everybody, this is a reason why you'd want to keep all of your finds associated by sites. This is a Belgian boot pistol that I dug maybe 7 or 8 years ago, probably made in Liege Gunworks, octagonal barrel, box lock. Would have had a hammer come through the top to hit right here. Anyhow, this is a piece that I found in my junk bin, and the only reason that I realized that it was there was because I was looking for specifically pieces of other things, and I had them all categorized by sites. But as you can see, this is a perfect fit here for the side of this pistol. So that's exactly the way that would have gone, the matching piece there. And all of these boot pistols had this little side piece here, so you could piece yours back together. I imagine a lot of people find this little piece and don't know what it's from. And then of course here's the top, where the hammer would have come through. So all dug in different years in the same field and the same site. So there's a complete pistol minus the iron parts that have fallen off and rusted away, and of course the wooden grips and things. So there you go. That's a really strong reason to keep your finds organized by site. Hey everybody, out here in central Louisiana in a harvested cornfield, and trying to scare up some relics here. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. One of the things that you're going to see is that there's no rows here.
Great Scott, Marty! Where we're going, we don't need rows.
This is far enough north in Louisiana that we don't that they don't have to put rows for the crops, like they do way down in the south. Anyhow, I've got the this new Fisher coil. It's light as a feather. I'm going to try it out today. This is their brand new large size coil, and it is much lighter than the stock coil, and it's a double D coil. I'm sure it's going to get better depth. And so yeah, let's get digging and see what we can find. Hey everybody, First good signal with the 12-inch double D coil for the Fisher F75, and it is some sort of a button. What button? No. Some sort of an underwear button or a garment button, trousers button, probably mid to late 1800s. Check that out for marks when I get home. All right, cool deal. Keep digging. Second target, shotgun head stamp. Blech. Keep digging. A big piece of brass, so that's good. Good sign that there's stuff here. Yeah, it's interesting with this coil. You know, when you're swinging with it in motion mode, it seems like the pinpoint here, the center of the target's right about here, right where the shaft meets the end of the coil, is about where your target center is. I haven't pinpointed with it yet. There's so much iron here I haven't ground balanced, but at any rate, keep digging. Hey everybody, been really pleased with this coil so far. I can tell it's getting better depth already than the stock coil. This was I took it to a field that I've hunted pretty religiously, and I'm already pulling up targets from some good depths. So yeah, super pleased with this coil so far. Let's keep digging. Hey everybody, and Digger Girl just got this Confederate 58 caliber field cast round ball here and an ear of corn. Save that, we'll make some mock shoe later on. All right, cool, keep digging. Another shotgun head stamp. Really slow hunt for us, but it's because this spot's been pounded to death. All right, keep digging. Hey everybody, I think I'm gonna get chased out by rain. I just squeezed out a scent. Probably a wheat, I would imagine. Might be an Indian, but my guess is wheat. Got that look to it. That post-war shell casing composition or whatever it was. But yeah, if it's not a wheat, I'll check back in with you. Otherwise, woohoo. All right, keep digging. I like corn because it's got the juice. So a few targets. I've been filming everything. Here's a pocket knife piece. If it focuses in, hello. You can see the little pin that held the wooden part on. That's the end of a pocket knife or pen knife. All right, keep digging. Hey folks, you know, these cornfields really kind of take me back to my childhood and starting digging when I was so young, and got a lot to be thankful for. Every time I'm out in this hobby, I think about that. Think about the people who I've dug with, people who have, you know, fallen out of the hobby, don't dig anymore, people that still dig, the people that are gone and have left us. Thankful to have a wonderful wife that digs and bottle digs and metal detects and eyeball hunts and everything. So definitely every time you go out is a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing because of the people that let you on the land. It's a blessing because you're fit enough to be able to do it. It's a blessing to have people to do it with. So, of course, it's a blessing if you find something. All right, catch you all later. Keep digging. Hey everybody, see this marked piece of pottery hiding down here? What is it? Oh. You know, I bet that is a bear grease pomade lid. Yeah. Really cool fragment. Okay, that's going home with me. That's probably mid-1800s. I like that find. Cool. All right, started to sprinkle a little bit, so I don't know how much longer we'll be able to stay. So, all right, maybe keep digging. Hey everybody, it's a little bit of a meager finds board here tonight, but just want to show you what we found. I didn't get too many targets, but I ended up trying to hit spots that I had pounded to death before, but I did find a really deep wheat penny. I found this old pocket knife piece. I got this button which looks to say something like Bockley, B-O-C-K-L-I, or B-O-O-K-L-I, and Galleon, Gayton, G-C-A-I-T-E-N, Catum, I don't know. I cleaned it pretty aggressively because I was trying to figure out what it said. And of course, the bear grease. I love this shard. Great, beautiful shard. Bazin's bear grease, 1850s jar lid there. And then over here, my wife got on some site and found some little spot we had missed. And so that's a drop from a furniture piece. That's probably colonial era. That kind of teardrop shape there. It was swung down over a keyhole. A flattened out piece of lead. Unfortunately, it doesn't have anything carved in it or stamped on it. 2 decent sized musket balls. Some pieces of flat brass. And I threw all the trash stuff away. She did get a carved bullet. That's probably Civil War era. It was probably a chess piece once upon a time. It's a cast bullet. You can see where the sprue was cut off. So that's a really cool find. Nice shard of pottery. Another little doodad. I think that's a piece of a bell, tomback bell. And then this weird valve or drain plug or who knows what. I mean, it's threaded, but it looks very old. I would say it's probably turn of the century or a little earlier. And it has the number 22 on it stamped in. It's got some finishing marks too where it was filed. So that's a pretty old piece. I don't know what it is, but I like it. She likes it. It's going in her case. So those are the finds, and yeah, we'll catch you all in the next episode. Have a good one.